for another video. This time we're going to use the left off waney edges from the resin table. So we're going to make table savers or table chargers or protectors, whatever you want to call them. It's going to be about 25 centimetres wide, 40 centimetres long, about 15mm thick. We have two long edges from the resin table. They are 50mm thick and about 2.2 metres each. So I'm going to cut them down to 82-83 centimetres and make moulds up so that I can make two at a time in each mould, probably make two, maybe three moulds, so I can get a bit of a factory going with these. In order to cut them, I'm going to use the bandsaw and resaw the wood and give that a go. If that doesn't work, then we'll move to the table saw. I would normally use a table saw. I feel a bit more comfortable with the table saw, but the blade height isn't enough to cater for these waney edges. So that's today's project. Hope you like it. Let me know if you don't, or even if you do. Let me get set up and then we'll start filming. So got these cut up, resawed, they've come out better than I expected, so very happy with that. Next job is to try and find out what river combinations work together. So those two groups like that work quite well, and again these two groups also seem quite well. The top two, I'm not sure they're going to be thick enough for chargers. I'll end up spending £6 million on resin, so I might keep those for coasters instead. We'll see. Let's just lay these ones out. I think that looks cool. Time to make some moulds. So I'll get set up and bring you back when I'm done. So there you have it. Two boxes made, 15 minutes tops. There's one. There's the other. I'm going to leave them overnight for the pulp to dry off, so that I don't have any oil problems with those molds are properly sealed, ready to go. So we'll pick up this in the next video where we pour two sets of attachments. Right, so time to mix up the epoxy. So goggles, glass. I'm using glass class 50 epoxy again. Success. This stuff I quite some left over from doing the big river table. So I'm going to mix up 4 kilos, that's 2.76 kilos of resin and 1.24 kilos hardener. Unfortunately the scales don't do 4 kilos, so I'm going to have to mix it up in 2 different pots and combine it. So that's why this has already got a little bit left in it. So let's get ready and crack on. So 2.76 litres. Oh. Right, now when I did the resin table, the resin was a little bit translucent, because this is for coasters which are much thinner, and I want a solid colour. I'm going to have to add much more pigment to get this so that it's not opaque. So take you through doing there's more electric blue and Onyx black. So I'll add a little bit now. This is a food scraper, so this is a 2.5 milliliter measure. Another whole one in there. And then back on with the mask and the bubbles, and we'll mix. Time or first. Here in the mould, back in the workshop, 3 days later, so they've now fully cured. And one tip for testing to see whether things are fully cured, the leftover resin that's in the bucket before, if you take the last little bits out, at the point it's crispy, it's done. When it's soft and malleable, leave them in the mould. There's a lesson I learned the hard way. So yeah, I'm just going to whisk this apart and we'll see how we did and get ready for building the next set as well. So I've got the boards out from the moulds. I've got them on the flattening jig, and now I'm going to use a surfacing bit to plane down the top to get it level, flat, and take off the excess bits and pieces. So dust protection is on. I'll be back in a bit. So boards are all planed down, surface planed on the router. Time now to sand them flat. So I won't take you through the whole process because sand's not the most exciting thing, but it will be all the grits, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 150, 180, 220 and 320. I won't record it all, so I shall start you off with this, and then through the power of magic you'll come back when it's all done. So I've sanded the boards down to 150 grit. It's time now to dimension them, tidy up the edges before final finish. So that's the next step. So, time to brand the logo on these boards. We've sanded up to 220. We'll put the logo on, knock it back at 220, final sand at 320. Well, we'll be finished. Do it the right way. I always do pencil marks so I can align it to the pencil marks. Heavy on that one. Luckily better too heavy than not heavy enough. You can always sand it back, apply it more, even more tricky. It's better. Looking good. Alright, next step, sanding. So all sanded, now time to finish. No surprises, the Osmos extra thin to get a good coat soaked into it. I shall finish it at the top. So, lessons learned. What did we learn on this week's project? So, epoxy takes a while to go off. So 3 days for the epoxy to cure, but This is day 5. I've tried sanding it to a finish and it's come up good. However, what tends to happen is it clogs up the sandpaper. So the next project I shall leave these probably a good couple of weeks, if not a month, with epoxy to go hard and then sand it, because that will save a lot of scratches and imperfections as you're finishing the piece. I originally milled these up at 15mm. By the time I'd flattened, sanded, they'd come down to about 12mm. So you do take off quite a lot of material sanding it down. That said, I don't regret it for a minute. I think they look beautiful. Hopefully the good lady will be very happy with her plate chargers. And that's a wrap. Let us know if you like it, subscribe if you want. We'll see you in the next one.